Welcome to Tips to Improve Your Trade Fair Follow-up. Let's begin. Follow-up is one of the success criteria for trade fair participation. Unsuccessful follow-up pretty much means failure with the finish in sight. Here are some tips to improve your follow-up. Securing follow-up at the trade fair. Your follow-up starts at the trade fair already, in the final stage of your meeting when you discuss and agree on the follow-up. Closing the meeting with the potential buyer, you must make the next step concrete and sell it. Here is the suggested flow for rounding off trade fair lead meetings. First, recap the meeting. Summarize the conversation you have just had. Concisely state what the potential buyer is looking for and what his or her requirements are. Then emphasize your interest. Confirm that you have what the potential buyer is looking for and that you can, in a differentiating or added value way, meet the requirements. Express your personal enthusiasm about the visit, as well as your confidence in and excitement about doing business together. Then propose the next step. Propose the next step for after the fair. Try to make the biggest or ideal step as closely as possible after the fair. For instance, making the potential buyer an offer, or sending a trial order, or having a next meeting. And then finally, agree on the next step. If the next step you suggested does not fit the potential buyer, suggest an alternative that does fit. Make it concrete and agree what exactly, who does what and when. And here's some extra advice. If possible, get commitment from the potential buyer in the follow-up, meaning make him or her do something prior to your action. For instance, sending you their buying conditions or further required specifications before you undertake action. A potential buyer committing to and undertaking an in-between step in the follow-up is a good sign of the interest he or she has in the follow-up, and as such in future business with you. Securing follow-up at the office. However many follow-up agreements you may have made with potential buyers, and however high appeared the mutual interest in further exploring the opportunities or doing business, without you properly following up your trade fair leads, all efforts, time and money will be in vain. The most common obstacle for exhibitors to undertake prompt follow-up or to do what they promise their visitors at the trade fair is lack of time. Once back home, having returned to the office for their normal daily jobs, challenges and routines take over and consume all their time, making them put aside, postpone and even ignore follow-up. Following up on trade fair leads is a real serious and demanding task. This is how you and your team must go about. Plan. Plan your follow-up in advance, meaning block time for follow-up in the agendas of those who must do it, starting as of directly after the fair. It is unthinkable that the relevant persons have their agendas full with appointments or holidays, and that they are not available for follow-up after the fair. Select. Make a selection of which leads are going to be followed up and divide those leads over the staff involved in the follow-up. Prioritize. From the selection, prioritize which leads to follow up on first and which ones later. Persevere. Following up on leads may take a long time and many efforts. Your team must persevere, not stop following up on the leads, basically until they are told to stop by the leads themselves. In order to stimulate perseverance, hold internal meetings with your team. Discuss how the follow-up is processing, which successes have been made, and adapt plans or tactics if desired. Show that you're managing the follow-up. Well, that's it for tips to improve your follow-up. I hope you have enjoyed it, and as a next step, please download the text material with more tips and explanation and use those to guide you in your trade fair preparation. Bye for now. Thank you for watching and good luck with your next trade fair.